Hi everyone, it's Sorkin. Today we have a problem when we are given two strings, S and the T, and we need to find how many deletions we should make in the S and the T to make them anagram. So what is anagram? Anagram is that, for example, A, B, C and the B, A, C is anagram because they contains the same letters. So for example, in this case, to make the S and the T anagram, we need to remove A from the S and the D from the T. In that case, we will have BC and the BC, right? So they are anagrams because they are containing the same letters. So we need to remove A and the D, so which means that we need to make two deletions. So what we are going to do is, the way we are going to solve this problem, we are going to create an array frequency with the size of 26, one for each letter of the alphabet. And we are going to first go over our string S, and we are going to increase the size of the size for each letter as we see them. So for example, A, so we are increasing the size of A, so we are incrementing it. A is equals to 1, and again B is equals to 1, and the C is equals to 1, and all other letters, D, E, F, and so on, they are equal to 0. And the next step is we are going over T, and what we do is we are decrementing that. So for example, in this case, we are decrementing B, right? B is equals to 0, C is equals to 0, and the D in this case is equals to -1. So the last step, what we do is, so these are B and the C, and all others, they compensate each other, which means that we don't need to remove anything for any letter B, C, or other letters because they are equal to 0. So it means that in the S and the T we have the same, they compensate each other, right? So which means that we have the same amount of the letter, whatever. Let's say we may have here 10 C's. If we have the 10 C's here in the T, and this value always will be 0. So if the value is more than 0 or less than 0, so we are counting them as the deletions that we should make. So in this case, we need to remove one A and we need to remove one D, right? So that's exactly what we are doing. So we are creating a frequency, so one with the size of 26, one for each letter of the alphabet. First, we are going over our string S, and we are increasing the frequency for each character, right? And the next one is we are going over our frequency, and we are decrementing. So we are incrementing here, we are decrementing for each character that we see. Once we exit these two for loops, so what we do is we are counting the absolute value. We are counting the absolute value in the frequency. If the absolute value is, if it's 0, so we are just adding 0, right? So we are summing up all the absolute values. So all other values, for example, B, C, they will be equal to 0, but the ones that we need to remove, we are going to add that to our final sum. So we are adding 1, and we are adding absolute value here of the -1, which is 1, and that's 2, and at the end we are returning 2 as a result. So what's the time complexity of this solution? Time complexity is we have two for loops, but we are going over it twice, over our array twice. So our time complexity is 2n, so we can disregard the constant part, it's of n. Space complexity is of 1, although we are using here an array, but the size of this array, regardless of the input, always will be 26. So our space complexity is of 1. I have also identical solution in Java. I will include that in the description. Okay, that's it for today. Hope you like my content. If you like it, please hit the like button and subscribe my channel. See you next time. Bye.